Hello and welcome to this tutorial number 3 of Dictionary Bits. In this tutorial we are going to talk about GL family of words. This family has more than 100 words all beginning with GL. For example, glass and glow. There is an absolutely easy way to approach the meaning of many of these words. The trick is the initial GL is related to light or vision, or let's say the words beginning with GL refer to the light coming from an object and how it is perceived by our eyes. Now let's learn some vocabulary by way of examples. First example is glitter. It's a bright, sparkling light or shininess, reflected usually from metals. For instance, the glitter of the gold or a glittering sword. As a verb, it is used as all that glitters is not gold. Second example is glisten. It's a sparkling light reflected from a wet surface. For example, there was glisten of sweat across her forehead. As a verb, it can be used as the road glistened wet after the rain, or her eyes were glistening with tears. Third example is glow. It's a steady light that is not too bright, like the light from a fire that has stopped producing flames. For example, the glow of a cigarette. As a verb, it means to produce such a steady light from heat. For example, the fire was still glowing after 10 hours. Next is glint. As a noun, it means a very short flash of light, usually coming from something made of metal. For example, I saw the glint of metal as he raised the gun. As a verb, it can be used as a wedding ring glinted on her finger. Next example is glimmer. It's a faint light or a dim glow coming out of something. For example, the glimmer of the fireflies was pleasant to watch. By extension, it means a faint possibility. For instance, a glimmer of hope. As a verb, it can be used as the candles glimmered in the distant windows. Next is gloom. It originally came from gloom, meaning to begin to grow dark. So gloom refers to darkness or dimness. It might be considered as a blend of glow and doom, meaning the death of the light. So we say the gloom of the forest. When your facial expressions are dark, you are called gloomy. The next is glows. It refers to a surface shine or luster. For example, her hair has a lovely gloss. More often, gloss has a negative connotation and it means a deceptively attractive appearance. For example, the selfishness of today's billionaires usually has a gloss of humanitarianism about it. Or we say show business glows. Next example is gloat. If you gloat, your face is glowing with a great degree of self-satisfaction and pleasure, often at an adversary's misfortune. For instance, after such a tough campaign, they are gloating over their victory in the election. Next is glare. It is an intense blinding light. For example, the glare of the sun. By extension, as a verb, it means to stare angrily at somebody, like the sun stares at you. For example, he walked in late with the teacher glaring at him the whole time. Let's see some more examples of GL family. Gleam is a ray or beam of light. For example, a gleam of optimism. Glimpse, a sudden flash or look or glance. For example, I got a glimpse of him in the crowd. Glamour, something which gives a sense of excessive lighting, charm and flash. For example, glamour of high-end parties or glamour magazines. Glum. If you are glum, you are looking gloomy, sad and sullen. And there are many more. To sum up the GL family, you can say that the members of the GL family are all about looking at the light. They have nothing better to do. So next time you see a word with GL, try to see its connection with the light and the vision. It will be much easier to remember it. This is all for this tutorial. Thanks for watching. Hope it was worth of your time. If you like the video, please do subscribe the channel and press the bell sign to get the next video on time. By then, bye bye. See you next week with a new tutorial.